Ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga is out of the country. He actually took a 10-day break from his campaigns. Raila Odinga attended the African Union meeting in Addis Ababa, and then he flew to India, where the daughter is seeking for medical attention. But anybody or any visitor arriving in this country today would easily conclude that Raila Odinga is in the country and is busy campaigning. The Azimio la Umoja campaigns are ongoing as if Raila Odinga was in the country. And there's one thing which is not clear, that there is a team which is now in charge of that campaign. That team was actually given the mandate by none other than Raila Odinga. I don't know whether that team has done a fantastic job, but I want us to look at the team and why it was formed. If you are watching this channel, what you do, if you are watching this channel for the first time, what you do on this channel is simple. We analyze politics in a way you can't find any other place. So the best thing you can do is just to click that subscribe button now. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support. Now, let us begin this video by looking at this team. What they've done so far. When Raila Odinga left the country, this team held a rally in Siaya, which was hugely successful. Then they went to Vihiga, held a hugely successful rally. They were supposed to be in Migori. That rally was postponed. And the same team was in Busia yesterday. And on Monday now, they will be in Migori again. Who are members of this team? Number one person in this team is Governor Ali Hassan Joho. Why do you think Joho has been given the mandate? If you've been following Hassan Joho's politics, you'll realize one thing or one advantage he has. Joho appeals to most youths in this country. And Joho is actually loved by majority of ODM supporters. Joho is normally responsible for responding and attacking William Samoei Arap Ruto. When President Uhuru Kenyatta was in Mombasa recently, where Atwoli attacked him, Joho was the host. And he also listened to his speech at that time. So Joho is basically the leader of the team. Joho is also the ODM deputy party leader. So that's why he is part of that team. Then number two, there is Junet Mohammed. Who is Junet Mohammed? Junet Mohammed is the member of parliament for Suna East. Whenever you see Junet Mohammed anywhere, then you must know that that task is a serious task. And Junet is actually the face of Raila Odinga. When Raila Odinga entered into the handshake with President Uhuru Kenyatta, even his closest allies were never there. The only person who was there was none other than Junet Mohammed. So Junet Mohammed is part of this team. I think he represents Raila Odinga. He's the guy who is telling Raila Odinga, this is what you should do, this is what not you should do. The third guy in this team is none other than Kanini Kega. In one of my videos early last year, I remember stating that President Uhuru Kenyatta was actually grooming Kanini Kega. And I still believe so. Because at that time, President Uhuru Kenyatta had started sending Kanini Kega with some donations. Like, I think there was this funeral, who died? There was this funeral in central Kenya. The deputy president was there. Kanini Kega was there. So Kanini Kega was the guy who was sent by President Uhuru Kenyatta with this donation. So when he was given a chance to speak, he spoke. But the DP and the team never allowed him to read the president's speech. It didn't end there. Then occasionally, whenever the president was in the coastal region, Kanini Kega would also be at the coast. So I thought that Kanini Kega was being groomed. And the first person to take and agree to start selling Raila Odinga from the larger Mount Kenya region was none other than Kanini Kega. So I think that's why Kanini Kega has been included in this team. Remember, if you look at these guys, the young people. Number 4 is Sabina Chege, the Muranga women representative. Why do you think Sabina Chege has been incorporated in this team? If you ask me, my answer is very simple. Sabina Chege, the face is attractive. So Sabina Chege's photos alone is enough for any man to vote for Sabina Chege. I remember sometimes back when Rosa Buyu first contested, I think it was Kisumu town, the constituency was still one, and most people voted for Rosa Buyu, even without seeing her, without knowing her. Because what Rosa Buyu did at that time, she went and took her photo of when she was still very young. Very beautiful photo. Then it was in the posters, the banners, and the rest. So most people fell in love with that photo. That's exactly what's happening to Sabina Chege. In fact, Sabina Chege, any Luo man who is not admiring Sabina Chege is not a Luo. Those are the realities. So because of that, and because of the fact that in the larger Mount Kenya region, she's also one of the women who agreed to start selling Raila Odinga. And she's been very close to Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, I think, was it last week when Kenyans started speculating that Sabina Chege could actually be Raila Odinga's running mate. So Sabina Chege is also part of this team. Then there is Ledama Olekina, the Narok senator. You remember during BBI campaign, this guy was tasked to go to join William Ruto's camp so that he could get information. So he went and he was included in that team. So these guys thought that Ledama was actually UDA. Kumbe, he was just a spy. Ledama is one guy I know. It's very close to Raila Odinga. He's also very passionate about Raila Odinga. I think that's why he's been included, or to ensure that there is the inclusion of the marginalized community. So this team has actually been formed with one main task: the Azimio gospel, while Raila Odinga is away. But there are other people who are part of this team. But because choppers don't carry everybody, you'd hardly see them. You'll only see them when one is not there. There is Babu Owino, who has been included as part of this team, and is always joined most of these rallies because Babu Owino is also one of the people who are really loved. Babu Owino hardly goes to a place without people demanding for him to address them. Then there's the demand to include Simba Arati. But Simba Arati is still busy fixing Kisii. We'll wait to see the other guys who are likely to be included in this team. But why do you think Raila Odinga formed this team? This team was formed because of these 4 reasons. Number 1, Raila Odinga, and this I've said severally, actually intends to have young people running his campaign. That's the honest truth, and I stated. Raila Odinga wants to fashion his campaign the way Jaramogi Oginga Odinga fashioned his was it in 1992? Where you have Odinga as an old man and people like Mwite, Orengo, those young guys calling themselves young thugs. That's the kind of campaign Raila Odinga intends to do. He wants to appear there as Baba. Then down here, Raila Odinga wants to appear his Baba up there. Then down here, he has his sons and children. And if you are listening keenly to these guys, I want just to play this part. Listen to them, just mentioning Baba, Baba, Baba. So it's actually scripted already. So that's number one. Number two, Raila Odinga believes that he needs the support of the youths. And that those people are, most of them are with William Ruto. So the only way to counter that is to get young people who can relate with the young people. So Hassan Joho can easily relate with these guys. He will dance those songs on TikTok, you will laugh, but the young people would want to be Hassan Joho. They'd want him. So he will attract them to Raila Odinga. When you see Sabina Chege, the haircut and the rest, basically just to appeal to young people. When you talk of Junet, when you talk of Ledama, and you've been seeing how Ledama has been appearing in these rallies, when you see Kanine Kega, so Raila Odinga's intention is to have this young team as the former Young Turks while he's up there as Baba. Number three, there is also the need to inject new energy. The Raila Odinga of today is not Raila Odinga of yesterday. Which means if Raila Odinga were to embark on a serious campaign trail, it might be difficult for him. That's why he has this team. So this team will be able to comb each and every part of this country without getting tired. And that's what Raila Odinga intends to do. He believes Joho, he believes this team, Junet, Sabina Chege, Kanini Kega, Babu Owino, Ledama Olekina, Simbarati. He believes this team, they have the energy to even campaign. And lastly, I think Raila Odinga is also testing the ability of this team to campaign in his absence. Like if Raila Odinga is out of the country, can this team really deliver? They've proved themselves. And maybe it's also about the new face. Raila Odinga is keen on having new faces around him. Thank you guys. Please, may you have a good day. I love you. I'm going to Homa Bay. I'll be in Homa Bay today for that homecoming of Gladys Wanga. She invited me. I'll give you a report whether she'll be able to win or not. Until next time, bye-bye.